And if you beat someone, you get an item, you get some money from them because you shook them down, and they like you more because you beat them up. Welcome back to another episode of Games Done Slow and Bad, where we play games slowly and most often badly. Today, we are back. We are back with some more My Time at Portia. I'm going to adjust my microphone just a scotch, and that did nothing. Excellent. I am still recording in my Airbnb. I'm recording a small series to try and get a couple of these out so we can have some content to talk about together. Yeah! Talking this game, though, today we are going to complete our first commission, and we are going to do some exploration of the town. Alright, we have our bricks, which means we have our commission materials ready to go. And we have an important letter from the Civil Corps. I can post a commission to ask for things from the Civil Corps. We need to do something on the weekend. Paulie would like me to make 3 copper blades. And we can go to one of the ruins. Thank you. That was not helpful at all. Copper blades are going to be not right now, simply because I can't. I literally can't make them. There, I'm Emily, the next door neighbor. It's so nice to have new people move into our town. You should drop by my ranch sometime. I have a commission for you. You're fast and reliable. Thank you so much. You're like Emily, the next door neighbor. It's so nice to have new people move into our town. You should drop by my ranch sometime. I have a commission for you. You're fast and reliable. Thank you so much. You're like a fake type of nice. You can spend a whole day tending the crops and playing with the animals. Yeah, that sounds awful. I'm gonna go hit stuff with an axe. So at 8 o'clock, we can go in and take another commission, because that commission that was mailed to us does not count. It might seem insignificant that that's the case, but if we got bogged down with every time we got a commission forced down our throat, life would just be awful. Hey, this is Paulie. He's a manly furniture maker. Men should be as strong as me. Mars? Oh, come on, he's not even close. So this is a little exercise group of Remington, Arlo, and Paulie. Remington and Arlo are part of the civilian corps. They're basically the police officers for the town. Unsanctioned police, which is, probably fine. Probably. What do we got? 5 wooden storages, that's a lot of money. 10 wooden baskets. 15 charcoal, absolutely not. 5 glass. 5 wooden storages it is. Let's do it. Take that, Higgins. I beat you to it. Alright, this is going to get me a lot of golds. And golds are important because we're going to want to upgrade our gear pretty quickly. And we're going to probably buy some tin pretty quickly. Sam! Sam is the only female member of the police. Right, little fellow? Yeah, little fellow. That's nice. That's not condescending at all. And this is Sonia. She's a waitress. I'm the new burst, and I inherited the workshop. That's right. Watching what trends are in each year is kind of like a hobby for me, which is probably like you're dressed like that, you idiot. Hey, Lee. Hello, Church of the Light. Minister Lee. Pleasure to meet you, Minister Lee. The people at the Research Center are so stubborn. Don't they know what happened in the previously corrupted world? Mankind made themselves wings and flew too close to the sun, and we all got burned for it. Okay, so you are a religious zealot. Good to know. I'm going to stay away from you. Alright, storages. Storages are chests in Stardew Valley and basically every other game in the world. You want to make some for yourself because you are going to carry a lot of junk, a lot of crafting materials. And it's nice to put them in your house and sort them appropriately. But this game has probably one of the best storage menus of any similar game that I've ever played. And I'm not being facetious. Like, it is really, in my opinion, the best. Basically, whatever chest I'm at, I can access every single chest. And yes, that's probably not realistic, and yes, that's probably broken relative to real life, but let's face it, I don't want real life, I want to play a video game. If I wanted real life, I'd be packing my suitcase right now with these things. What do we got? Alright, so I got 4 so far. These require a lot. So when you put down storage, you're able to access all the storage at your facility. which means you can put them in the house and then access them from outside the house. So that is absolutely 1000% the meta strategy. I just load out my house with chests and then just access them from outside. It works great. And by the way, we're now using significantly less stamina to collect this wood. Look at that, it's one every swing. And when we get a bronze axe, this is just going to be broken. It's going to be broken how much freaking wood we can chop. So, where am I at right now? Well, I started a new job, and I am really having a good time. I left my home in Rhode Island in the United States, and my job just one state over. And I moved down the eastern seaboard to Florida, and as a byproduct, started a brand new job with a brand new company doing something similar yet quite different than what I was doing before. It is my dream job. It is a very big promotion. They have a huge amount of respect for my skill set and the knowledge that I bring to the table, and as such, every day has been very, very good, which is good because getting down here has been one of the most painful experiences of my life. I'm in an Airbnb. I'm not really comfortable in the Airbnb. The temperature isn't quite the way I'd like it. The setup is not ideal for what I'm doing right now. It's basically not ideal for anything, and I spend most of my time not here. So being able to have some stability with work has been wonderful. Very necessary. I say that not to gloat and say how great my life is, but rather to give you context as to things I might say along the way. So I am in the process of purchasing a new home, which I'm highly excited to be able to share some pictures of on Twitter at some point, once it is all finished. Which one of you? I got a question mark and an exclamation point. Who am I talking to? Is it Gail? It wasn't Gail who requested this. Oh, is Gail gonna give me a quest? Go talk to everybody in town, just like in Stardew Valley. Because we copied that 100%. Should get to know everybody in the town. Yep, okay, great, neat, great. Russo. The mayor's butler. Oh, you're here? I'm Russo. That'll do. That's super. Gust, Ginger. I don't think I've ever met Ginger. Oh, Gail Sorty, you must be the new builder. I'm glad to meet you. I'm Ginger. Hope you find our little town fitting. I don't at all. I hate it. Gus, you look like an idiot. Alright, so that is some fat stacks in our pocket. Just to show you what we're talking about. 1,000 gold, baby. It might not seem like a lot, because it's not really a lot in the grand scheme of things. However, at this stage of the game, based on the buff that we got from the pre-order bonus, we're actually in not terrible shape. Finding little things like that definitely doesn't hurt either. Where are we with mats? We're low on mats, so we're going to take the rest of today just to do some harvesting. We're not going to work on the copper blade commission. We're not going to go dive into the ruins because we've already expended a whole bunch of energy. We're going to spend the rest of the day doing this and talking through what I would like to do with this series. What I'd like to do with this series is put out a couple of introduction videos to give you an idea of what's going on. And then similar to my Fallout LP, I would like to solicit feedback from you as to what to do next. Unlike my Fallout LP, I'm not going to post questions because that's turned into a giant pain in my ass. Instead, I'm just going to basically put commentary down in the info section that says that I'm soliciting feedback. And I will say on Twitter, hey, what would you like to see me do next? And if you respond back, great. If you don't respond back, I don't care. I'm still going to do things. Because I've already played this game on another file pretty heavily. I know what I can and can't do and what I do want to do and what I don't want to do. So, respond, don't respond, I don't care. It's funny when you reach a certain point where you're like, I really enjoy what I'm doing. You just don't really care anymore. What, is that someone on a horse? I don't feel like I've ever seen you riding a horse around. What's up? You must be a new builder. We're sort of a frontier town. If you go west, you hit the peripheries in a hurry. Sometimes a weird monster will appear here from there, so we always need to be vigilant. Okay, interesting. Also interesting that you spawned a horse out of absolutely nowhere. I have a feeling that was a glitch, seeing as you're... Oh. Weird. Interesting. Well, anyways, I'm going to solicit feedback, and I will ask for it, and you can give it. If you don't give it, I have a plan of what I would like to do. And that is I'd like to make fat stacks. Because who doesn't like fat stacks in a video game? I'd like to be able to run around with my gold-hilted sword and slay all of the enemies that these guys are talking about. I would like to be able to go and cut down any tree or put out a commission for the Civil Corps at any point in time. I would like Higgins to serve me as my butler. These are the things that I feel like I need to do in this game. A lot of what I just said isn't possible, but we're going to give it a shot anyways. By the way, I can identify based on sight the rocks we can and can't break. We can't break these big rocks right now. We can in the future. These little rocks, go for it. This is how you're going to get your marble. This is how you're going to get your copper. This is how you're going to get your stone. And I'm thinking that this will be a two-day jaunt. And I'm thinking tomorrow maybe we'll spend some of the money and we'll go down into the ruins and explore that. Because I would not mind getting an early gigantic stack of copper. Then maybe the episode after that we'll do that horrific meet and greet quest. Because if I do that today, that will be the whole rest of the day. It's just like Stardew Valley. It's meant to be woven into your game, but it's just more effective to go through and just knock it out all at once. Alright, so we got 74 stone, which sounds like a decent amount, but will burn through real quick. And we got 123 wood, which will also burn through super quickly. Alright, whoop. Alright, sorry about that. My microphone just decided that it didn't want to live anymore. Alright, now my microphone might want to live. Just for a few more moments. That was unfortunate, lost a lot of time there. Well, that's probably a good time to call it for today. Let's go and spend the rest of the time today setting up our wooden storage boxes. And I will show you the way that I have found is most effective to store your stuff in this game. You're welcome to do it however you find is best for you, but I find that this works exceptionally well. So what I do is I just put them in the corner here, and I put them in a neat little line. And it's nothing special, but in the first one, I literally only put plant and tree products. In this way, I always know where my plant and tree products are. Now you look at the top, it says wood storage, wood storage. If I press ZR, it cycles me to the next one. Now I can put in my rocks and mineral items. Next I can put in my items that I will for sure not use, which are consumables. And now I can access that from any storage. So if I go to the last storage in this line, I can actually just cycle back and forth. It is wonderful. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. There's also this house panel that allows you to see the furniture that you have in. It allows you, if you have a helper, like a wife or husband, allows you to control what they do. So that is a really interesting little mechanic there. And I apologize if my microphone sounds a little bit different now. After it sort of collided with the ground, I wasn't able to quite get it back into the same position it was in. And again, I am recording while sitting on the ground. My foot is asleep, my butt cheek is asleep, and I am really, really hot. Really hot. News flash to anybody who's not aware, Florida is quite warm. Quite warm indeed. my Airbnb does not necessarily keep the temperature as comfortable as I would like. So on to day 4. Let's go look at the ruins. We're going to use up all of our stamina in the ruins. Alright. Off to the ruins we go. Now you might be wondering why this game has a little less polish in terms of recording, in terms of cutting, in terms of things I might insert into it versus other games. And that's because I am trying to chain these out as quickly as possible. I'm recording these in batches of 3 to 5, and then compiling them quickly all at once. This is what I did for Dead Cells, and it worked really well. Hey, Albert. No, you don't tell me to not push. Are you kidding me? You know what, Albert? You know what, Albert? We're gonna rumble. This is dumb. This is really exceptionally dumb. But, we're gonna rumble, Albert. This is the combat, more or less, when you're in a one-on-one situation. So it's punch and dodge. It's actually pretty slick, I will say. I don't hate it. Alright, and if you beat someone, you get an item, you get some money from them because you shook them down, and they like you more because you beat them up. That was dumb a little bit because it wasted resources that I probably didn't want to spend. But we're going to go into this ruin. Hey, look, it's Remington. Hey there, first time ruin diving? Yep. Alrighty, let me explain then. All the ruins in the Alliance of Free Cities are regulated by the Civil Corps. To enter the ruins, you'll need to pay a weekly maintenance fee, but we'll give you a 60% discount the first time. When you enter, I'll give you the jetpack, the scanner, very handy ancient relics. Mining for resources become a lot easier when you have these equipped. When you come out, we'll need them back, since they're very rare. This one besides me is an abandoned ruin. No monsters or robots in there, just resources and relics like power stones. Anything you find in the ruins are yours to keep, unless they're ancient weapons. Then you're supposed to hand them over to the church for destruction. Okay, I'm done. Have fun and be safe in there. So, interesting little factoid with this setup is you're going to go in here, and this is just a mining minigame. It is not like the mine in Stardew where you actually have enemies. This is just a minigame where you have your bar of stamina and you get to expend it all going and hitting rocks. Which sounds dumb, but it is really quite cool. And I'll show you why. We're not going to do the tutorial because I know what I need to do. Okay, if I press ZL, I open the scanner, and the scanner allows me to see through the floor and locate yellow blips. Those yellow blips indicate that there's a relic down there, which is cool. We then sort of point ourselves in the right direction, and we got the old parts. Old parts are very valuable because they're used in some construction recipes. Alright, we're going to go over here. And you can see this repetitive sort of process here, where we go through and we go find things like power stones. Power stones will be more relevant later on as a power machinery that we make. They are basically batteries. I like to pretend that they're basically lithium-ion crystals because, frankly, they're just giant lithium-ion batteries in my opinion. Alright, so those are data disks that we just found. Mysterious data disks. So, 2 choices there. You can give them to the church, and the church will give you, in return, technology that they deem safe. This is going to be technology related to agriculture. Oh. Nice try. And you see where there's spots where the soil color is a little bit different. Those are spots that are generally soil or copper. In this case, it's copper. So I'm going to hit that a few times just to make sure we get all of it. Tasty, tasty copper. These old parts are going to come in handy in a big way in just a very short amount of time. As we upgrade our workshop, we're going to need more rare parts. Rare parts are like motors, they're like old parts, they're data disks, they're power crystals. We're going to need all these things. And the fact that we, got a leather sofa, neat. That's something we can stick in our house. The fact that we're finding some of this stuff in larger quantities is exceptionally good. I would like to just go, please, thank you. Ooh, a fan. That's another nice item. These items that we're seeing that are mostly furniture go in our house, and they give us buffs to stamina or health. They are great items to find early on because obviously there's a huge return on your investment if you are getting plus, let's say, even 10 stamina from go. That's like 10 more swings of an axe. An old thermos piece. So that brings up the interesting point of relics. There are relics in this game, and relics are items that to us today would be very common household items. Alright, we leveled up. So we're going to chuck another point into mining, because obviously we're doing a lot of mining right now. Relics can be put back together from broken pieces of trash from the old world, and the neat part about relics is that they give huge bonuses. Oh, look at all that copper. Oh, yeah. Oh, so much copper. It's excellent. We're just going to sit here and wail on some copper for a minute. This is the copper mother lode that I was hoping for the whole time. We're getting some tin, too. This is excellent. This is going to allow us to get... another data disk. That allows us to just get some stuff from the church, or from the science center, is basically what I was getting at there, before I got distracted by all the lovely, lovely copper we were finding. Oh, this is just so lovely. Oh, so lovely. I mean, it's probably super boring for you guys, but, like, realize that this is a very significant amount of copper I've just found. This would cost a great deal of money for us to buy a comparable amount of copper. And there's a fair amount of tin as well. So yeah, we are going to make some quick progress in this game. We'll be able to do a lot with this copper that I'm getting out here. We'll be able to process it into a lot of different things, and that will help us quite a bit very quickly. From there, I'm hoping that we can do more combat and exploration. More of these sort of miney type things is pretty cool, and maybe we'll do some different commissions. There's also combat, obviously, we saw with other people within the town. That's pretty cool. And, yeah, there's an infinite number of things, more or less, that we can do. Because we can make our own adventure, basically. Why won't you... Thank you. Yeah, there's an infinite number of things where you can sort of make your own little adventure. Which I am excited to do. More old parts, and a power stone. That's pretty good. 16 meters away. Sure, let's do it. We can always come back here another day as well. You get access, I believe, for the whole calendar week. So we can always come back and finish some of the stuff off if we want. I would like to find one item in particular that I know I'm going to need, and I'm going to need duplicates and triplicates of. Galloping horse, not the item I was looking for. We did find some more copper. Boy howdy, more copper. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Anything else in the area that's worth going after? looks like a pretty clean sweep of this area. It's not an infinite amount of space, and there isn't an infinite amount of items in it. So when you are done with one, you have to pay to sort of cycle to another floor within the mine. But that's okay, because we have what we want right here. We're going to use up the rest of our stamina to get out the rest of this copper. And then we're going to use the open map and return to entrance function. We can open the map. That's the wrong button. We can open the map, which is right here, and we can press Y to return to the entrance. You see the map is very uninteresting in these areas. Alright, and with that we can exit. We'll hand back over the stuff automatically, and we will go queue up the production of some resources. We should also go look to see if there's any really easy peasy commissions we can take. Because a really easy commission would definitely serve us well. I was talking about, like, make some stools. Four wooden boards, nope, can't make those yet. Basic skivers, nope, absolutely not. Stone table, I don't think I can make those quite yet. Grinding stones. I know I can make those. They're a little bit pricey, but I did just get 120 rocks. So, we should be able to maybe even complete that today. So as you can see, this game is pretty chill and has quite a bit to do. You're never at a lack of things to do. Hello, chef. He gave me a juice. You can see I have a lot of potential. Well, that is creepy. It is creepy. It's uncomfortable. Sir, I feel uncomfortable in your presence. What do we got? Well, first we're going to make as many bronze bars as this will allow. And we're going to fill it up, and we'll let that burn for now. Let it burn. We are not going to do anything with the data disks at the moment. I would like my commerce commission, please. Can I please have my commerce commission? Please and thank you. Thank you. 10. Alright, 10 grinding stones. These are probably going to be pretty pricey. I don't think they're cheap, I'll tell you that. 5, that's not awful. I don't want 40. That was some decent XP. Didn't require all that much. I'll take it. I'll take it absolutely. Let me shut off some more quests because they are getting in my way. I don't want to talk about the bridge right now, and I'm not going to help this guy with his thing right here. So where do I need to go? Okay. My map still shows everything in the freaking world. Super. There's fishing too. I forgot about that. Livestock, farmer. I see an exclamation point, so I think I should go in that direction, but I don't freaking know. I don't freaking know. No, that's not going to be it at all. This is the problem with the map in this game, is unless I clear this out, it's just going to whittle me down to nothing. Hey you, I know you're transitioning to another thing, but let's talk. What's up? New craft recipe. Box that can be used to cultivate crops. Yeah, absolutely, I'll build a box for you. I won't do that for a long time, but, you know, I'll get it underway. What is this question mark over here? Are you the guy? You're the guy who bought all the grinding stones? Oh, you're old MacDonald, and you had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Here's your grinding stones. How much is it for me to buy these animals? Can be raised in the coop. Raised in a coop. Raised in a barn. Okay. So apparently I can't just go and randomly buy animals. I do have to go and actually erect appropriate buildings to store them in. Well, we'll run out the rest of the time here by introducing ourselves to people. Nice to meet you. Have any food items or something? Oh, seeds. Did you give me milk? That's creepy. Emily loves my home cooking. Maybe you can come over for dinner sometime. Yeah, sure. Alright, so Sophie is a little forgetful. You'll notice that as a theme throughout the game. She's got a little bit of the dementia going on. So it's a very relatable, very down-to-earth common character, which I applaud. I applaud games for taking on things like that head-on because it is a real factor in the modern world. Alright, so let's round out the rest of this episode by saying our goodbyes and talking to people in the city so we can start to get that quest wrapped up. So, thank you so much for watching. I'm having a blast playing this game, even though I've had to do it a few times to get everything to sync up appropriately. Hi, Polly. Hi, Polly. Hi, Polly. Bye, Polly. Welcome, smallish builder. Alright, so they give me some hardwood, which is nice. I don't need to introduce myself to you. Oh, my backpack's full. That's what that symbol means. You know what? We'll call it for today, then. Thank you so much for watching. I really am having a blast playing this game. I enjoy this game to absolute death. And I am excited to do more stuff in it once we unlock a few more options for our farm. So we're going to go in and I'm going to sort some stuff out. But then otherwise, thank you so much for watching. And have a nice night.